Good evening and welcome to another Frank Shed TV. Our special guest this evening is a native of Portlaoise who caught the blues bug early on, and ever since he's been diversifying his approach and building on his live reputation. Would you please welcome Kevin Healy? Hey!
Thanks for having me.
Nice to finally have you. Your first release, Where You Begin, it has impressed all and sundry with your songwriting and your spotless guitar skills. Well, I've heard that you're expanding your horizons for this new EP, so would you like to tell us more about that?
Yeah, no, I did have the new EP coming out, and I kind of just did a lot of demos back last year. It just happened that I suppose a lot of the more bluesier songs didn't fit, so I found 5 songs I thought worked well together. But these are songs I've been kind of trying out live for a while, so they don't feel new to me.
Yeah.
5 tracks. The 5 tracks are One Step Away, Sunrise, Where You Begin, You and Me, and Mr. Bartender. And I suppose I produced the whole thing myself, which was a bit of a learning curve. I think there is a bit of a thread through the songs, and I only realised that when I was kind of going through them, there's a bit of a thread in terms of not only the sound but the theme, all unconscious. I only realised that recently, and I was actually going, hang on a second, these are all about the same thing. roughly. There's a theme you have to listen to find out.
Have you got any collaborators on this EP?
Not this. This is totally a solo run.
All right.
Keeping it simple, but definitely the production values would be a lot higher than anything I've worked on before. But no new musicians. I play everything on it: piano, guitar, obviously vocals, bass and drums, everything, percussion. I'd love to play with a band, but just in terms of the time I had to do it, thought it's just simpler just to knuckle down and do it myself.
Take us to your first song.
The first song is One Step Away. It just has an air of positivity about it, an air of optimism, and which is rare these days. I enjoy singing it. The only reason it's on there is because it feels good to sing it. That song is about the next step and a new chapter, and that the outlook is looking good. But that's all it is. It's very simple.
Well, I hope this warms the cockles of your heart. Take it away, Kevin.
Take me on a trip today, to where the sun climbs high, we can sail away, far from this crazy shore, this crazy shore. We'll dance beneath the starry skies, like diamonds, they shine right into my mind. They guide our way tonight, our way tonight. So is there something that you're looking, anything you're looking for? 'Cause we're just one step away from the sunshine, and suddenly the future, it's looking bright. And wouldn't it be nice to fly one more time? And since you cast your gaze my way, I've been under your spell from that day. It's where I promise to stay, I promise to stay, yeah. So here we are on a sailing ship, and ever since the day I touched your lips, traveling that endless sea, that's where we'll be, yeah. And is there something that you're looking, anything you're looking for? 'Cause we're just one step away from the sunshine, and suddenly the future, it's looking bright. And wouldn't it be nice to fly one more time? Oh, somewhere we'll disappear. What the future holds, I have no fear. We won't be following anyone. Oh, somewhere we'll disappear. And what the future holds, I have no fear. We won't be following anyone. Anyone. one step away from the sunshine, and suddenly the future is looking bright. And wouldn't it be nice to fly high one more time? We're just one step away from the sunshine, and suddenly the future is looking bright. And wouldn't it be nice to fly high one more time? Wouldn't it be nice to fly high one more time?
Hey! How do you tend to describe your music to people?
It's just me. It's my music. If you know me and my personality, I think my music reflects that. I listen to loads of music and none of it really comes out in what I play. Music, and I love all the old, like when I was younger, the folks listened to all that old country stuff like Hank Williams, and maybe that unconsciously that has some influence on me.
If there was any song of yours that kind of encapsulated who you are, do you think there is one? Or
A song that I wrote 2 years ago is just who I was 2 years ago. It's not who I am now. I think on this CD, they all do in their own way. You know, it's hard to pick one. It's very hard to pick one song. I know I'm skirting the question.
it covers the emotional spectrum
Yeah.
anyway. Next on the agenda, what have we got lined up?
Next song is Sunrise. I was reading a lot of, one of my favourite writers is John O'Donoghue. And just these words just came out after, because I suppose I was reading a lot of his stuff. I was down at the Listowel Writers Festival, and I was playing in the Saddle Bar, and afterwards there was a big party on in the house where I was staying. There was poets doing their bit, and writers telling their short stories, and there was songs and that. And I had just written this song, and I sang it at the party. This is like 3 a.m, pints, and you know, it was just kind of very heady, kind of a typical night out, and I sang it, and this, I didn't even know he was there. A guy came up to me and he said, would you mind telling me what that song's about? And I told him the background, that John O'Donoghue, you know, was the kind of his writing. I loved his writing, and he said he was a priest, and he was a really good friend of John O'Donoghue, and John O'Donoghue died. Yeah. And he said, would you ever play that song at the Writers' Mass tomorrow? It was Sunday. In the church in Listowel, and which is really nice. It was an honour to be asked to play the song, that he liked it enough, and I did, and it was a very strange experience to stand up in front of all these writers at Mass after communion, singing a song, and I felt very much out of my element. Father Donald O'Connor was his name, so if he's watching, thanks very much for the
fair play, Donald.
Support. I've always felt a close affinity to that particular song, just the theme of it.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So,
well,
yeah.
Sunrise, I hope you enjoy.
Sunlight, sunlight, dancing on the hill, breathing life into the land in which we live. Outside, outside, in the early dawn, kissed by the light of colour, a brand new day is born. Spring rain slowly softens the winter chill. Summertime, it's a-coming now, like it always did, and it always will. Trees sway in the wind with the grace so free, leaves flutter all together in the evening breeze. Busy river passing by the places that you see, catch a glimpse and then you're gone, all in a dream. Spring rain slowly softens the winter chill. Summertime, it's coming now, like it always did, and it always will. And lonely nights when you need a friend, and all your troubles, they fall like rain. 'Cause morning awaits just a few hours away, sunset, now your work it's done. Twilight, twilight, coda of the song. The moon climbs in the sky, may your beauty sleep. With the harvest of the night, a brand new day we'll greet. Ooh.
Tell me where your love of music began and how you developed your skills over time.
The very first album that I remember going, this is just a business, was actually, I don't know, 1986, so it must have been, I think it was Bad, Michael Jackson. That's when I first remember just the rhythm, the beat, I just loved it. I remember my neighbours had Neil Young CDs, and I learned guitar listening to him. Even bands that were big at the time when I was young, like you had the likes of Guns N' Roses and U2 and all those bands. You know, when you're young, they get you into the guitar, and you start out copying them, and then of course you just develop. You listen to other music, and you grow. Self-taught. I didn't know music that well. I didn't take guitar lessons. So only recently, actually, after people started showing some kind of interest in what I was doing, I thought, geez, I better kind of swat up on this. So I took a course in the Royal Irish Academy of Music just to actually learn, study music and composition, just to try and get a kind of a gauge on what I was doing.
Who had a profound influence on your sound as it is right now?
I was always playing guitar. Guitar was the big thing for me. I never really saw myself as a singer. Never actually saw, I was always thought I'd be the guy in the background, strumming away, doing his bit. I loved, like I mentioned, Mississippi John Hurt earlier on, but Son House, Howling Wolf, Blind Boy Fuller, all those his guitar playing style is incredible. I was totally seduced by blues guitar, blues music, and not just the guitar, but the singing as well, and what they were singing about, and the emotion behind it.
Janis Joplin once said, audiences like their blues musicians to be miserable. So what do you reckon? Do you have to live the blues to play the blues?
Music is a form of expression, and some of the best music is written through adversity and difficulty. So blues is one avenue for that, and obviously in America and roots music, down in the deep south, in Mississippi and pre-war, times were tough, so that's clearly where I suppose a lot of that music came from. So yeah, I'd agree with her, definitely.
Of all your stints on radio, in festivals and on compilation CDs, which of all those do you think has kind of furthered your career the most?
I suppose the Laois Music Connect thing was what I would call the big bang, or the little bang, or a really small bang, I don't know. It was nice to kind of contribute to something like that collectively in a community and feel part of it. It definitely gives you a different outlet, a kind of an identity with something. There was all the live gigs that went around it as well, so it was
It's your electric picnic final out with
well, and it seems like an eternity. Ago now, and to do the final and get on and just play a song on the album and go into a studio, that was brilliant. That was a good start.
I hear you even wrote a sonata.
That's what I did in the Royal Irish Academy. I was kind of studying composition, and I suppose the part of it was to compose something. So I just sat and wrote a sonata for piano and cello, and had it played at a concert in the Royal Irish Academy. It was called Songlines. The Australian Aborigines had a history to navigate across land. They didn't have maps, so they would use music. They would sing songs, and the melody of the song and the beat of the song and the words in the song would guide them on their path. And the melody would go up as they went up a hill, and or if there was water. So I wrote a piece of music that would reflect kind of a journey. A sonata is perfect for that because it's broken down into kind of different segments.
Yeah. What's the next step in your future plans?
Well, I suppose promote the EP. I think like the EP for me is I just want to release these songs. There's no point sitting on them, And if I sit on them too long, I just won't do anything. So promotion, obviously get the CDs printed and do a few promotional nights in Dublin and Portlaoise.
Your final song of the evening. What have you got for us?
Where You Begin. This is just a song that I always liked. It's a song of my own that I always enjoyed singing. Again, it's kind of like the other ones. It just came out of nowhere, and it's not like anything else I've written. And It's about, I suppose, again, and that's the theme. It's the thresholds theme, the new start, the new chapter. I think that's the, it's the end of something is also the beginning of something. So that's simply it. That's simply the kind of theme that's there. It's that recurring theme on the CD. So, yeah, have a listen.
All right.
Good tune.
Hit us with your best, Kevin.
All final decisions, they are made in a state of mind that won't last. All final decisions, they are made in a state of mind that won't last. So when you feel alone, my friend, and when you feel alone, my friend, I just want you to know that this is not the end. I just want you to know it's where you begin. And the storm may be raging, and the wind may be howling, howling at your door. And beyond the horizon, out past the darkness, there's a light. Yeah, there's a light. So when you feel alone, my friend, and when you feel alone, my friend, I just want you to know that this, it's not the end. I just want you to know it's where you begin. When one thought, oh, it feels immensity. Yeah, when one thought, oh, it feels like eternity. And when one thought, oh, it feels immensity. When one thought, it feels like eternity. I just want you to know that this, it's not the end. I just want you to know it's where you begin.
Why can't a guitarist be in a casual relationship?
I don't know why.
Because there are no strings attached.
Kevin, very grateful for you
Cheers,
coming
man.
in.
Thanks,
Thanks a
Mel. Good
million.
to see you. Cheers,
And all the best success with your new EP.
Thank you, Mel.
And if you want to hear more from Kevin, just go to kevinhealymusic.com and make sure you catch the man live. And tune in next time for more Frank Shed. Hey!